touristy when I'm doing nothing, opposed to like a grinding itinerary.
Yeah,
where you're like,
right. That's kind of the distinction I was trying to draw. Is like when I think of tourist, I think of someone like getting off of a bus with a big group of other motherfuckers not from there.
Right.
Like group touring. Gotcha.
To like see the sights and like get in the way of the people that are that are like not trying to collect photos to bore their friends and family with back home.
Matching outfits.
Yeah, totally. Bermuda shorts and such.
You know what was interesting? Scotland was, and it was funny that it took me this long, but Scotland was the first time I saw people actively filming TikToks, like not like Instagram videos or just videos. Like I guess like the way these people were doing it was like the TikTok video was playing audibly to like whatever they were recording. So like whatever sound bite that they were using, like I could hear them.
The duet or whatever.
Oh god! Was it just playing like a 10-second segment on repeat, like over and over?
Yeah, it was like
awful. It's like
it was just like some popular. And then we saw like in Edinburgh, it's kind of cool. We saw like these two women that were dressed up essentially as ghosts, like Victorian era ghosts.
Okay,
but they were doing photo shoots in like a very busy happening. It's not like they found like a quiet graveyard. Yeah. They were just like in the middle of Edinburgh.
Right. Were they by the guy with the falcon or?
No. You got to understand that goths reject normal society's goals. Their dream job is to weep in a sewer while wearing a swishy cape.
True.
That is nice. Wailing, I prefer.
Lamenting.
And to busk on the road up to Edinburgh Castle.
Sure. All playing the skulls in the catacombs like xylophones and shit.
Mm-hmm. It's like some fucking creepy,
playing Cure songs.
Yeah, totally. Danzig. I want your skull. We got plenty of them. What do you mean?
Danzig walks into the catacombs and he's like, finally, enough skulls.
These walls aren't bleeding. They're supposed to bleed.
You guys seen that robot around? And gotta get him to get more blood to come out of the walls. That's probably the best episode of that show.
It's a really good one. Before we get too far away from it, though, I just want to say, to go back to the Star Wars thing, the musicians are called Jizz Whalers, and that's, I think, really important to mention.
Yeah, wow.
I mean,
now that part I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
And I do feel enriched for having it now known
to you.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was important. I'm glad you think so.
Yeah, that's thanks for sharing.
Thanks for the memories.
What's my knowledge is your knowledge.
This is rattling around in my brain. You deal with it too.
Oh, welcome to my love language.
What's the opposite of the gatekeeper or whatever? Like you will enjoy the things I enjoy.
Oh man, I got a buddy that is for sure the opposite of a gatekeeper. Like
is it Jesse?
Is it me?
No, it's like it's my buddy. We have like very similar tastes in sci-fi and stuff, and but he'd be like, oh, you should try, like, you'll like this, and like he'll send me like resource guides or like a reading order, or like it'll make my path of entry into the thing that he likes even easier, because like, he's just like trying to get someone to be into like his things.
Come to the thing I like.
Yeah, so you're like, dude, I respect it. Hell yeah. I'm like, hell yeah, dude.
I had an ex-coworker that gave me 2 giant speakers. This is me relating and going into immediately my own story. I apologize.
No, that's how I communicate with individuals. It's the only way I know how.
But yeah, he just gave me 2 speakers that like needed a little bit to work, and I like took them out of like just, I guess, politeness. But
sure.
Then I just had these 2 not working ass speakers that I didn't want, and I was like, come on, man, what the fuck?
Here, you take my trash. This trash has value, and I refuse to let go of it.
This trash might be useful.
And I one time was like, yeah, records are tight. And he was like, okay, cool, here's speakers. The same guy.
Right, that's like when someone finds out I'm in a band and then they start just like talking to me about like guitars and like amps and stuff. Yeah. And I'm like, I gotta let you know I play drums and I don't know what brand my drums even are.
Right, like
I love that.
I do kind of like that too.
I know one of my symbols is a paste. And that's it because it's the only symbol I have where the logo is still readable.
Nice.
I am washing.
But I appreciate the enthusiasm when someone's like, "Oh, sick!" Like I get to talk about this comparatively specific thing that I enjoy so very much.
Mm-hmm.
No, I get it a lot when like people talk to me about fishing. Like they'll be talking about like ocean fishing, which I don't do, or fly fishing, and I'm like, this actually is something entirely different than what we do. But here you are talking about something you find passionate, so like I will try my best to.
The fly fishermen are always like so specific, though. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, dude.
It's not like they're like, we hit this sweet spot and we're like fishing. It was awesome. They got to be like, so I had this type of colored backing and this pound of test, and I was using this specific type of fly, and I was doing this kind of roll cast, and you're like, God damn it, dude.
Yeah, I didn't like I thought that only like hardcore blue collar like guys spoke in such like terminology, like specific terminology. Like, dude, I used to work with a dude. He'd be like, so we gotta get some lag studs up in here, and I'm like, look, man, like you're not gonna find me saying anything that sounds like I know what I'm talking about. Like I'm gonna call a lot of things. I'm gonna call some things Johns, and the things go to the Johns, and I'll call something by its wrong name only to immediately follow it up with its right name, or vice versa, which is always fun for me when I'm like, oh wait, no, and they're like, no, you clearly don't know.
I had it.
Right. Or like I can feign being into cars for about 5 minutes before the chick is up. So I'm like, I know, like,
right.
I tweaked the carburetor. I'm like, hell yeah, got some sound out of that. They're like, yeah. I'm like, don't ask me any more questions, please.
You cut any of those?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, my father.
So tires, yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's got some tires on there, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ever wash your hats and realize how dirty they are?
Oh man, and it still doesn't get clean is the problem.
Yeah, I mean, like,
whoa, that's a bummer.
No. I mean, well, dude, what I recommend is the little hot, little OxyClean.
Oh
yeah,
but apparently
little
OxyClean
for my clothes, little Oxy for me.
Yeah, one for me, one for you. But apparently it can like strip color. So if it was something you really love, maybe not. Or like I've heard too that like
buttholes.
Gotta do a spot test.
Yeah, or like one thing is like if you already have like bare threading on something like the vintage, I think like the cleaning element is also somewhat like caustic. So it's like you're getting like a trade-off a little bit in that way.
True.
But
not much of a hat guy. I wear like a winter hat, but like
a jester hat.
Just like a beanie, you can just throw it in the regular laundry in it.
Well, I wear it for work, but then over the years I've become like a full-blown all the time hat guy, and then now that my hair is like kind of longer, I stopped wearing. Like I wear them at work, but then like I'll set it down in my driver's side seat or my passenger seat, and then like I'll like not wear it for the rest of the day. But then I'll like literally come home with cobwebs in my hair, and I'm like, damn it.
Yeah, right.
Like,
yeah, I could see the hat being necessary in your line of work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, the brim is good for like preventing those like banging into shit.
Yes, the bill hitting so many times. And I just recently refound, it was in Rachel's closet, your old hat, which was Joel's old hat, which is my old hat.
Oh,
so
yeah, the blue and green one.
It's like very
once and future hat.
Yeah, it's a
your kids, man.
It's very threadbare. I mean, it has battery acid holes from your trip to
my car. It does. Yes, it does.
So it's a pretty storied hat. It's got a fun patch.
Had battery acid holes in it.
Yes, nice. What a time to be a car or a hat.
What patch
or battery?
on it?
A patch I bought in a shop after we were done trimming and we were in San Francisco. It was just like made by a local. No, this was outside of Covelo. This was back in San Francisco. This was like on the Mission area, which was cool. That was the one like highlight of that trip was being in San Francisco. Well, I swear to God, I got roofied at that fucking. It was very unfortunate.
Oh Jesus!
Whoa! I got roofied at the Halloween party that we went to. Like I went out with like Camille, Carly, that girl that got us all that gig and everything, and like they were like, oh, we yeah, and it was like she was like, oh, I forget what his fucking name was, but they're like, oh, we know the DJ that's throwing this party, he'll get us in the VIP room, and like let's go. And then my last memory was me like low key pouring whiskey back into a bottle because I was like, don't get too fucked up, Tommy. Like you're in San Francisco, you got like. I had like $1,100 on me, which I thought was a lot, at least at the time, or enough. And I was like,
that was San Francisco dollars.
Yeah, I know. So
fortune to Madison folk. I mean, fuck.
Yes. In the Madison days, that was at least something, worth your trouble. And then so like I remember, I'm like, okay, I pour the thing back out. I open the door and I remember Camille looking back up at me and being like, come on, we're leaving. And the next thing I remember was being in one room over on the bed, and I like wake up and I'm like, what the fuck? And like I was like, I have a wristband on. Carly and none of the girls were there. I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I'm like, there's this other dude there that I'd met. Like he was like, he was putting us up, but I didn't really know the guy. Right. So like I'm hanging out with him, and like finally I get a hold of the girls who had gone somewhere else. I woke up with no money in my wallet.
No.
And I was like, oh my God, this is terrible. So then like I like finally get a hold of Carly. She's like, what's up? I was like, hey dude, like I lost all my money. And she's like, no, you gave me like $900 and said that like if you got fucked up, you didn't want to lose it, so you gave it to me.
Oh, thank God.
I was like,
wow, way to go.
Yeah, I was like, okay, so like I was like a couple hundred less than
you gave her 1,000. She's like, no, you gave me 900.
Exactly. Well, then like I was like, what happened? Was I like a burden on you? Was I slurring my words and like falling over myself? They were like, no, you like smoked cigs and posted up with Camille most of the night, and like you just hung out. And she's like, do you remember getting a lap dance? I was like, no. She's like, this dude gave you a lap dance on the bus, like as you were like jokingly passed out, and it was like at my expense, I guess. But
you're not.
But that was like none of that, and like I don't remember any of that. Like I don't even remember. Like I don't remember getting to the party. I don't remember like anything. And it was like, I mean, thankfully everything kind of worked out well. Like, but like it was really bummer. I totally didn't remember what would have been a really fun Halloween and a really fun place and a unique time in my life. But then the next day we were on the Mission and we were like, what the hell do you do on this day? And it was actually Day of the Dead, and there was a huge Hispanic population, and there was just street parades and like people in like Aztec looking like garb doing like awesome dances and stuff.
Hell
and,
yeah.
It was just like a really cool. I had some elote. I think for probably the first time I had it on like a stick from a vendor.
Hell yeah.
And it was funny. I was like eating. I was like, holy shit! And I was like, Carly, you should try this. And she's like, yeah, this is good. I'm gonna get one. I was like, okay. There's the cart guy, and then we found like a new cart guy, and she's like about to order it, and she's like, Tommy, I already ordered, and I haven't paid the guy, but he is bleeding profusely from his thumb. What should I do? I was like, you should not pay him and walk away. I look over, and he is like just like every second wiping what is a gushing cut from his thumb.
Oh, no. Don't eat the blood, elote.
Yeah, so I was just like,
oh my God, I hate that.
Maybe get the guy a bandage of some sort.
Yeah, I mean, at the time I was
tag in. How hard can elotes be to make?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey man, go take care of that. I got the cart. All I gotta do is throw away your last like 40 years of corn.
Yeah, pretty much.
So gross.
Brutal. Well, I think right here's a fine time for an intro.
Yep.
Too loud? I don't care. Indeed. Welcome to How to Kick Flip a Horse, a real show that happens Thursdays sometimes. I'm Ivan, and I'm here with my buddies Jesse and Tommy, and maybe Paul's going to show up later. I don't know. He's trapped in a HOA meeting. So, pray for him. I have not prepared anything for what we usually do when we're down this many guys, but still doing a show, the chat show from the horse's mouth. So that option is off the table unless you guys want to just sit and chat for a while. But the other thing I had prepped is a little encounter, not an adventure proper, but a pamphlet encounter called A Man in the Road, which I picked up recently, and if I can find it again, we'll tell you who it is by. Where would it be? This one?
Yes.
No, not that one. Anyways, it's just a weird little adventure, and I figured we could quickly use this old school essentials character generator, which I'm going to send to you guys in the chat with the Metroid chart in it. But I'm open to suggestions.
All that's fair to me. I don't mind. I'm away from keyboard at the moment, but I will be there in just a moment to look at any thing that you want us to look at.
I mean it's just like it's a clone of like old school D&D, so like you'll be able to figure it out at a glance. Excuse me.
I have faith in my abilities.
As do I. I have faith in both of your guys' abilities. You're two of the most competent people I'm aware of.
Nice.
Rough.
Come on.
Yeah, I do it. This old school character generator thing looks easy, and yeah.
Yeah.
But,
go
ahead.
No, that's, I was just gonna expound more on the ease of use of this here little generator. That's dndcharacter.com for anyone out there in the world who's interested in checking that out. Old School Essentials is a pretty fun little system. It's very well written distillation of sort of the first couple editions of D&D, and can be used like pretty seamlessly with any of the material that exists for those older games.
Very tight.
Yeah. It's a little limited in so far as like character options, but I don't think that's like it's not like you feel like you're missing anything. Like you can still sort of squeeze out the character that you want, or let the limitations make the character and figure it out after they're rolled,
Limitations make art or something.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm. Creativity. Yep. Okay. Do I want dice animation?
Sure. I don't think it matters.
We're doing them.
Right.
Might be more fun to watch if there's dice animations.
I did them. We're doing them.
Oh, and we're going to be in the Mothership Aurora Roll20 table. It's where I've set the thing here.
Cool. Set the setting.
Set the setting, indeed.
Tommy, do you want to be a fighter, a cleric, a magic user, or a thief?
I'll be a fucking cleric.
Cleric boy. Cool.
Clerico.
Ivan, are you making a character?
No, I'm going to be the other guy.
Okay. So,
Here we go. A Man on the Road was written by Ian Yusem and illustrated by LFOSR, with layout and design by D.N. Wilkie. Ian Yusem has written a whole bunch of cool stuff, mainly Mothership Adventures, if I'm remembering correctly. And LFOSR is a very good artist. They do like this sort of heavy stippling style. A lot of like spooky landscapes and stuff. It's good stuff. I think they're just LFOSR on what's called Instagram.
Okay.
Highly recommend to follow. I think they also I don't know if they print RPG books all the time or if it was just like a one-off thing, but the edition of Knave that I have, I know was printed by them, and it came with like a couple little extra art bits. Cool.
Hell yeah.
Knave is another system very similar to OS Old School Essentials.
Did you see they have the other classes, the advanced classes, and the carcass crawler classes? That's the only one. The carcass crawler just caught my eye. I thought that was cool.
I like that half-orc is an advanced class.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'll keep with my cleric. I guess we go with these. I don't know. Here, I'm gonna roll.
Do we want to do strategically, or like, do we want to try to put something together storyline wise? Because like,
no. Let's go.
If we want to do strategic, but like a cleric thief combo could be a silly story thing.
No, I mean, I think that no bad outcome will come from either decision.
Okay.
I mean, dude, to be honest, like I could, I love. This is like my favorite part. Is like guessing what my. I want to see.
Okay. I just figuring out who your guy is.
Yeah. Curious what.
Yeah, that's always a good time.
Nice. Be a little goblin. That's cool. But no, I'll go with this cleric. It rolled my stats already, but I think I don't. Again, I'll go with anything. I'm gonna hit this roll all button again. Boom.
Yeah, I mean, do what you feel. If you want to be a fighter and it keeps giving you an 8 in strength or something, just re-roll it. It doesn't matter that much. We will likely not finish this and never return to it. So
I love that. It's so true.
Oh, you can point by from the natural roll too.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Dang, nothing's gonna beat that first roll that I had. Jeepers, that was good. Now, this one's not too bad, I guess. Roll HP.
All right, I'm good. Wait,
oh my!
What? Don't re-roll that.
Oh, I got 50 gold.
Oh, that's too much. Go down. Rerolling the dice over and over again is just too much fun. I'm never going to get away from this.
I know.
They need to put some kind of limitation on this. I finally beat my fucking thing in goddamn Long Dark Ivan. The challenge mode.
Oh, I had my character's name and then I just forgot it.
Alright, now I'm strapped. I don't know. I don't remember what my fucking condition modifier was, dude.
What the Lorimer? Let me see.
How am I supposed to remember my condition mod already? I think it was 2.
A maker of bits, spurs, and metal mountings for bridles and saddles.
Yes.
Like horse stuff.
Horse stuff. Oh, man. Did I just close the page? Oh, sheesh.
Oh, no.
No! All my clicking! Oh, my God. Why are you asking me to log in, you punk? It's me.
You punk ass.
You know me.
It's me, computer.
But yeah, so Ian Yusem, who wrote this here encounter, also... I don't know if he wrote all of these or if it's just his, publisher. Anodyne Printware is what it's coming up as on itch. He did a Mothership adventure called Picket Line Tango, which was a really good read. He did some other cool ones that, or some other cool looking ones that I haven't really had a chance to dig into properly, but it looks like quality stuff. I ran Moonbase Blues also. That was a good one. But yeah.
That sounds
Check it out. Yeah. I just got I got an update on the, speaking of Mothership, the box set, Kickstarter. They are apparently, they have done the final proofs of the box and the stuff going in it, and now it's just like waiting for it to actually get made.
Okay.
Whoa! Just got way more gold this time around.
Hell yeah. Love that.
Get some gold, Tommy.
I'm gonna buy a mace.
Get you some gold.
Buy a backpack.
Gotta buy a backpack.
Cheapers. Ooh.
Yeah, brother.
I mean,
Do we have any amount of background? Like, do we know, like, are we going to be wandering through the woods? Are we at a fancy banquet? Do you know anything?
If you'd like, you can roll a, let's see, roll me a d6, would you?
I would. What happens if I just type roll 1d6 into Google? Yep, there it goes. It rolled it. 2.
All right, so you guys are going to be in like the a southern sort of desert plains type area, but you've been following a small lazy stream. There's mosquitoes, and it's quite hot and scorching, were it not for the nearby source of water.
Okay. Cool. Totally helpful.
Hard to tell if you're being sarcastic there or not.
No, sorry, I was not. I absolutely was not. I get told that a lot. Sorry.
It was just I guess it was the delivery. I was like, why would he even be being sarcastic about that? I just told him exactly the answer he was asking for. Jesus Christ, this guy.
Nope, not me.
No pleasing him. Speaking of pleasing, cheers everybody.
Cheers. Okay, I'm going to do 2 rerolls for my appearance. Boom, boom. Slender and alluring. I'll give it one more. luminous and elderly.
I think the last one was a little too close to your true self, your real life self.
Well, here, personality. The first one was cute and self-conscious. Let's see. We'll give it 5 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Amiable and confident. One more. Decisive and devoted. Okay, I like that.
All right.
Misfortune. We'll say, demoted. Okay. Kicked out of the church.
That's fun.
So I'm a background skill fisher. Appearance is luminous and elderly. Personality is decisive and devoted.
Did you roll the fishing one, or did you choose that one? Oh, nice.
I did. But you know, it's fun. On the page before, I bought fishing tackle for 4 gold. And I was like, word. But I'm lawful.
Smart.
And random name. Ooh, I might have to stick with this one. I'm going to copy this one. Hold on. Briegel Vandermeer. I like it.
It's pretty
I like it. I'm going to put it to the side. Ginger Barrow. Not good. Ginger Silverless. Even worse. Tuesday Candleswick. Ooh, I kind of like that. It's the most obscene or ridiculous name I've ever heard of. Tuesday.
What does the background skill of Cooper mean?
I believe a Cooper is a barrel maker. I double check that.
Yeah, I think you are correct. The person who makes wooden containers, such as casks, barrels, buckets, and tubs from timber that was heated or steamed to bend it.
That's cool.
Yep.
Yar, be a Cooper.
Round containers only.
Ooh, a Loramir. What's a Loramir?
Oh, we just looked that one up too.
Yeah, you make the metal tacks for for saddles.
You're a bit maker.
You're a 2-bit maker.
I'm back to Cooper, so we're just gonna pick that.
All right. Maybe you guys are transporting some barrels.
Mm-hmm. In my head, I'm kind of imagining my character like Steiner from Final Fantasy IX.
Nice.
Like armored and kind of just like I cannot possibly break a single rule because that would be unlawly.
It's pretty good indeed. Steiner voice.
Yeah, I'm kind of giving him a random voice. Oh, that didn't have voice actors in that one either. Hell yeah, that's his voice. Kenan. His name is Swagger MacFinley, by the way.
Okay.
Yep. Cool.
Adventures of Swagger MacFinley and what was
I'm kind of Tuesday. It's Tuesday Candleswick, but it's ridiculous.
Awesome name.
It's the most ridiculous name, but so I'm gonna go with it though, because Tuesday I love. Fuck Wednesday. Tuesday's where it's at.
What do you got against Odin, dude?
No, yeah, that's
more of a.
No, that's Wednesday. Woden's Day.
Yeah, didn't you just say fuck Wednesday?
Oh, that's true. I was thinking more Wednesday Addams of the that name fame, not so much Woden boy. But now I see we've come full circle. Candleswick.
Excellent.
Very cleric, lawful, title. None. Dude, your boy's stacked though.
Get some stacky McStackers.
Appearance, luminous and elderly.
I'm old-fashioned and plain.
Well, call me old-fashioned.
Stoic. Certainly might.
Stoic and inquisitive, misfortune, unappreciated.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's out here on the road.
It's gonna be tough. Tough for me.
Rolling his barrels around.
Mm-hmm. Carry a big ass sword too. Just seen a big ass sword. All right. What do I click now? Export to PDF. Purist or underground? What a selection. Underground, baby.
It's funny, I was purist.
Whoa, underground. Goofy looking.
Oh, this is cool looking. Purist was not the choice. No, this is way cooler.
It's cool. I didn't even realize that was an option. Very funny.
Hell yeah.
Navigate to the
I love that there's so many people just willing to like build stuff like this for free on the internet. They're just like, yeah, whatever. I figured it out. I made it even easier.
Yeah, and it's just like that one little endeavor is like, it benefits so many people along the way.
Yeah, I mean, it lets us make characters in a half hour instead of like 2 or 3.
True, 5e character. I could make you 5 characters in probably 10 minutes.
Take all the questions.
That's true.
Pathfinder, I would give you 5 days for a real character.
Oh my god.
I would have like caveats. I'd be like, well, if you're not really feeling this, like, I could go in this direction.
Right.
Dude, they're the way they would do the archetypes, like, so like you would lose certain abilities and gain others. It was such a unique way of like cross-classing things, and like some of those were so cool. Yeah. And
like let you cross-class without actually having to multi-class.
Right. Like the witch had one called a hedge witch, which was like but you had healing abilities.
Right.
So like it gave you a little bit more cleric, a little bit more like this or that, but then you like couldn't do something else. But, but
like spooky cleric.
Exactly, spooky cleric, or the cavalier was cool. You could like the cavalier. You could have like it was one of the few classes they kind of started to introduce guns into, but like you could also take it into like a whole samurai kind of direction as well, like with your banner.
Doesn't it? Cavalier also uses like mounted combat pretty heavily, doesn't it?
Yeah. But like I think they knew the limitations of mounted combat, so that's why like most of the archetypes like move away from that because it's just
a samurai in one of my old Pathfinder games, and I forget what I wound up giving him instead, but he was like, I want to like charge into battle on a horse, and I was like, buddy, we're gonna be in a lot of dungeons, ain't gonna be no room for a horse. It was,
Well, the classic, I
halfling on a dog.
Halfling on a dog.
Is that what you were gonna say? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to steal thunder.
That's exactly that's no thunder.
I thought idea.
I think it only played to like how obviously cool that is, because like one actual play that I listened to did that, and it's like I know everyone's kind of thought of that, because you're looking at the limitations. You're like, I can't take a horse into a dungeon. You're like, what if the horse was smaller?
Right.
What if I was small and my horse was also small?
And my horse with it. So, no, I think like it was cool. It's like your character is for sure like it's like a paladin but you're like a scud missile. Like you will just like single target selection and then like go and smash it. And if you miss, you totally wasted all your manpower and resources into that.
But that one target's real fucked up.
Yeah, but, like, you could kill the boss doing that shit real good, like, and like with a little synergy and everything.
Definitely.
I really want to try. I was reading more of it, but I love the idea of Morkborg. Really cool.
I would love to play Morkborg.
Yeah, I mean it's right up this alley. Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually I don't even. It's called like it's actually like Meritborg or something, or Meritberg.
I think it's Merkborg.
Merkborg.
Is that? Because I was listening.
Is it made by the aliens from Mars Attacks? What the fuck is it?
It's a Swedish game.
Oh, that's why it doesn't make any sense how it sounds.
Right. It means the word. It just means dark fort. Is what the literal translation is, and it's just like I
think it's dark bog actually.
Oh,
I don't know
because in Sweden, bog and fort are famously the same word.
Yeah, right. Hey, you never know. Mother
if it were Irish, I'd do it.
We're kind of both wrong. Dark castle in Swedish.
Fair enough.
Is what this first thing on Google says anyway.
They were all dark. I mean, castle.
TV Trope says dark fort.
Yeah, I was paging the book, and I thought I caught that. But I mean, all the same, it's rather light, and your character dies a lot.
Yeah, I love that.
Then and they give like,
and if your character doesn't die, the world ends.
Whoa.
Yeah, so like there's prophecies, all right, and like they will come true, and depending on what kind of campaign you're running. Like, once the prophecies start, the end time begins, and your characters and every living thing will die with it. But you might have something that you want to achieve in that time, and that's what you're doing, essentially. I mean, the DM could make any kind of fun thing about it, but, like, if you were to play a long campaign, you could, like, roll D100s if you're playing, like, a sessions kind of thing. But it's like, one is, like, all the children and firstborn and unborn children under 7 die.
Oh,
they're just dead. One is
they're at the writing table. Awesome. They're like, what if we just started with dead babies, like right out the gate?
Yeah, I mean,
this just get it out of the way.
This is like pretty like as you're reading the book, this is pretty early on. So they don't pull any punches, you know. And there's like things where like you open up a chest, you roll a thing, and like a 92 to 100 is like the character dies. Mm-hmm. Now there is a mechanic that gets like allows you to navigate that like once or twice.
Right.
And I think like if you really had an eye and love for your characters, you could kind of manipulate that in a way. But you know, like my
cousin comes out of the brush.
Exactly. But for the way we play games, the consistency, like you know, more play, less character, I think would only benefit us.
That's cool.
In a way. But yeah, it seems like dark and spooky. I would gladly pay like the $30 or $28 just to own it. I might buy like, oh dude, that Kickstarter that I backed and I was all excited for. Mm-hmm. It's like, dude, your PDF version comes out September 24. So it's like a whole year. I was like, dang, I kind of impulse bought this as my first like backer, and then I was like, this is not the same as impulse buying other things because I was like,
impulse anxiety.
Well, I was like, oh sure.
The same thing happened with the Mothership box set. It was supposed to be out in November of last year. Now it's shooting for November this year.
Yeah, they were pretty upfront. And as I read more about like the culture and everything, they were like, hey, like you should really temper your expectations to be a little bit more in line with this. And it's like, that's true. But I mean, you really are on the ground floor of like making small gaming things real. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, making it at all viable.
Yeah. But I would love to do Blades in the Dark, but it does not make for good streaming content. Like, it really is like you don't pull up maps, like you don't do shit. Like, and like the most you get is like you could do tokens in certain like not maybe pre-scripted, but like really well thought out. But like you're supposed to just like start the game so off the cuff that like there's prepping, but really it's just about being like fun and creative with your friends. So like I want to do that, but like I feel like usually when I like run, like when I do anything, people are like, okay, where's the board, where's the token, where's my handout, and it's like that's what I go to as well. But like it's like, nah, fuck all that. Like here's like a basic thing, like you have like wheels and you can like successfully complete these tasks, or like things can go bad and all that, but that's like your most solid bit of it. I mean, they do have tokens and stuff, so but I don't know how to like successfully navigate that like on a stream. I would just
it's hard to, because like the whole mechanic of Blades in the Dark is like you sort of you're like the way you prepare a character, like the way you make a character prepared in a game like D&D is completely different than in Blades in the Dark. Because in D&D, you're actually like, you're planning for contingencies, like specific contingencies that you believe are likely to come up. Whereas Blades in the Dark, the DM or whatever will be like, and now this thing happens. And because of the way the abilities and moves and stuff work in Blades in the Dark, you can be like, well, I did this thing before to prepare for this exact situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is like, you can't really have maps for that. Like, you can be like, okay, explain what you did in this spot that we're not actually doing anything in. Exactly. But that just kind of takes... It would take the players out of the headspace, and it would take the audience out of the viewing space to do anything.
Like, get all that together,
like what we would do in this.
But I mean, yeah, exactly. But like, but if it was like, if you kind of do it with like a chat, more of like what we're doing now in mind, like I think it could be like a lot of like, little fun.
Sure.
Did you guys? I think I sent it to Ivan, but not you, Tommy. There's one game where it's like, it's sort of like an ogre or whatever is attacking the town, and you just play a bunch of like basic ass townspeople, and you just keep playing random townspeople with like 10 HP.
Oh yeah, that looked
killed
cool.
Over and over and again until like they finally succeed. Mm-hmm. And then I think the idea was you can then use like whoever's like in your party then to like create a campaign with them. Because you're playing as nobodies. Yeah.
It's like it's kind of like
what they call a funnel.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But you could like 100% like between that and like Quiet Year, you could create a world and then the people and like all of that. You could do all of like you could literally make like your like niche or your little like kind of like joke on the industry is like you could make session 0 essentially your entire show.
Right.
Sure.
It would be kind of funny.
That's so true.
And then like once you have it all, you're like, all right, good night, everyone.
Right. It was all a dream.
And so our adventure begins on the last line of the season finale.
Yeah, right, exactly. Of every season finale.
Oh, so that would be
pretty funny. I don't know if you guys listen to... Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. You first.
I was going to say, I don't know if you guys listen to Not Another D&D podcast, but NABPod, the premise, the campaign after the campaign, but like the campaign before the campaign.
Yeah, exactly that. I really liked that pod, but I fell off, and then like I like it's always queued up like when I'm just spread too thin, and then like
fair.
I can only do like
it's easy to have too much stuff to listen to.
Dude, like I mean, it's weird. Like at one point, I'll be excited to be backlogged because I'm like, oh, cool. Like I can listen to like 5 episodes of this. But then if it's like, oh, this is like I'm 2 seasons behind, I'm like, this is like hundreds of
becomes
hours.
Daunting.
Yeah, where I'm like, dang, and like the hours exist, like especially for the amount that I drive. But right, I am trying to switch up my audio listening. Like it is a lot of time, and I could probably become a smarter there's probably information that I could learn opposed to just like always like comedy podcasts or music, like I could probably get something a little bit more stimulating or educational going in there, and might be better for it. I get it.
I think you're doing great, Tommy.
No, like it's weird because like I feel the same way. Like I'm very content. Whatever. I mean, I think you could always be improving on yourself, and like I've been listening to like a lot of. Well, you more than anyone.
I understand what you're saying.
I'm just being.
Could always be, but you don't have to always be.
Sure. And
I think that's.
But then when you find yourself skipping a song because you've heard it too many times, and you're like, dang, I'm like kind of, I'm like, this is like fair, or like. You can feel the algorithm of the Spotify thing that's playing you, and you're like, "Damn, you're just playing me back my music that I like," and it's kind of pissing me off. So like, then I'm like, "Oh, like I'm doing this, and I enjoy it, but like maybe there is something, But like,
definitely, it's important to occasionally try to like expand your horizons too. But it's not. It's no fun to. It's no fun to do anything. Excuse me, if you start thinking of it like it's a chore, you know what I mean?
Right.
I gotta tick this box. I gotta listen to this show. I gotta watch this thing. Like, I'll either get to it or I won't. I've consigned myself to, occasionally just missing whole stretches of specifically podcasts. Aside from like NADPOD and like what's the other one? Rude Tales of Magic. Those are the two
more faithful
live play continuity heavy shows I listen to.
Yeah.
I don't need to listen to every episode of Bananas. It's just two funny guys reading the news. Like, right. It's gonna be, it's gonna be just as funny this week as next week.
No, I think I agree. Like there's but I do think that there's a lot of podcasts are just like you would never. I don't see like a lot of joy in going back and rewatching like Stephen Colbert episodes, regardless if I thought they were funny.
Sure.
Like, such hard topical content.
That's a good point.
Like,
Yeah.
Like it's just like, and there's a lot of podcasting that falls into that category where I'm like, if I'm not listening to this right now, like, I don't think not only would I like never listen to it, I wouldn't even want to. I would be like, So I don't know. It's interesting.
And you've identified a phenomenon that I've been experiencing that I haven't been able to put words to. So thank you. Well done.
Ooh, yeah.
Speaking of phenomenon we haven't been able to put words to, do you guys have your characters all good?
Tuesday Candleswick? Yeah.
Tuesday Candleswick and Swagger MacFinley?
Yes, but I was going to suggest we take a quick break before we start.
I'm into that.
Okay.
Let's do that.
All right. Are we saying 5?
Yeah, let's call it 5.
5 works for me.
Yeah, I'm going to set a timer. Set my watch to.
All right.
All right, y'all. See you in 5.
See you in 5.
Cheetos!
Me, oh my.
Where's the Mountain Dew?
Sound bites. Good old sound bites. Entertaining anything.
Tommy.
I bought some novelty pajamas the other day that are glow-in-the-dark skeleton.
Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
And like,
is it just like a onesie or is it a two-piece?
It's a two-piece, which I greatly... The only thing, no pockets, which is tough, but it's like...
Yeah.
But like, it's a perfect... They fit great. And like, it's crazy because
nice.
like, I onesies are like, or things like this are always crazy size, so I grabbed a medium, and I was like, this is a risky move. And they fit like perfectly because like the window between the sizes was pretty generous. It'd be like 40 to 46, and I was like, man, that's like the L to double XL margin right there, you know. So I was like, nah, I'll be swimming in that. So I don't know. Buying clothing is such a difficult.
Is that exclusively pajamas rotation, or is this your Halloween costume as well?
So it is loungewear during the Halloween months. I've decided it's pretty fun to just have them on, especially because they glow in the dark.
Hell yeah!
But I was like, this is like easily a great makeshift Halloween costume, though. Like if you're in a pinch, like forever, I will now have like just in my back pocket a skeleton John, and like.
Maybe you just put a gray hoodie on, your Donnie Darko.
Sure, yeah. Wow, I didn't even think about that. That's good. That's probably, give me a little bit more mileage out of that, you know?
How many Halloweens you got in it?
Yeah. So, but yeah, I was like, hell yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
It's awesome.
Do you have any Halloween costume in the making plans? Do you know what you're going to be wearing?
Yeah, me and Jenna are going to go as a spider and a webbed person.
Oh, okay. Are you the webbed individual?
I'm the spider. I'm gonna just wear my usual black hoodie, but I'm gonna do the thing where you fill up leggings or whatever with stuffing, and then tie them to my arms and safety pin them to my armpits.
I love the idea of it being edible stuffing and not like fluff stuffing.
I'm just kidding. And then I'm gonna have a heavy dinner afterwards.
It's like
lots of stuffing.
At least one of them, and just like just become a 7.
That would be so funny.
That's the trick.
Lose one or two.
All the other.
Is he eating his own leg? What is he doing? Is this
I never see spiders with 8 legs. They're always a rough in this hood.
And there's a similar squirrel on my block that has
only has 6 legs.
No, it has a quarter of a tail.
Oh shit!
But he's been out there. He's been out there for I don't know, good 3 years now.
Wow.
I've seen some.
Call him QT.
QT
for quarter tail.
Quarter tail. It took me a second. Yeah. I was like, dang, what is that? Trying to find that thing. All right, so do I need to? Do I just go off the character sheet that I'm looking at? We're not going to have a.
It says navigate to tavern or main page.
Just use whatever. I don't know what either of those ones do.
Tavern.
Give it a shot.
Back to main. Okay.
We'll find out together.
It's start or tavern? It starts a character. Fuck.
Yeah, because main page
is the tavern? Tavern's just where it stores your guys.
Yes, it's just where your characters are stored, and then start would renew that process, or I guess add a new character to add to your tavern. Yeah, so we can, but it doesn't. See, the only thing is we wouldn't get any. No, I'm looking at my character sheet as well.
That's fine too.
Yeah.
Tight.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have much for like I don't have anything going on in Roll20. I just have a title card here.
Nice. Yeah, I mean that's fine. I was just making sure because I was like, we can just work off the sheets.
Yep.
Yeah, totally. I trust you guys. Cool. So yeah. Once you're on that Roll20,
I believe started. I am.
Oh, I meant the Twitch, the stream.
You think I haven't been streaming this whole time?
Yeah, I thought. I've
been streaming since 8:30, dog.
I know.
Oh.
I'm looking at the stream. You're looking at your PDF.
I was like, Ivan, no. I was like, no. Okay, cool. No, you just meant the real stream. Got it.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm caught up. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. I'm here.
What?
Anyway. So you guys are riding, or do you guys want horses, or you want to be walking, pushing these barrels, rolling them? Rolling is what you do with the barrel.
I roll my barrels. Actually, I carry them. I think they're probably in a wagon, and I'm carrying the wagon.
You're actually physically pulling the wagon. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm into that. That's fine.
I'll be assisting you. I guess we'll be.
Mr. Candleswick, will you be riding or also sharing the yoke?
I'll be sharing. I'll share the work.
You can sit on the barrels if you want. Keep an eye out for bandits.
Sure. These old eyes aren't as good as they used to be, but yeah, it looks kind of tough anyway.
Yes, I will hobble this load, and you keep an eye out for the baddies.
There you go. Sure, and I'll get up on there. Give you a little pat on the shoulder. Strong lad.
All right, you can see the seemingly endless, dusty ditch of a road following this stream, which is basically, aside from running like a puddle, and what's that?
I was gonna say I throw my fishing rod over there.
Yeah. Sure, yeah, I'm into that. You cast your fishing line, and you can absolutely make it into the stream from the path.
Well, they got snake heads in there. Tommy's about to tear.
I don't know, maybe
they got brookies for sure. What would I roll here? With a little D20 action?
For fishing.
Yeah.
Give me a dex check.
Yeah, here we go. All right, so dex is a 0, so I think it's just a straight roll. Boom. Oh no. Oh, here we go.
I ain't gonna do it. I'm afraid.
Dang. Well, maybe that auto description is that.
You have you aim your cast expertly. It's clear that you have a long lifetime of frequent fishing behind you. The hook and the lure lands right in that narrow bit of water, and proceeds to drag lazily beside you as Swagger pulls the cart. Both you guys make me. I can never remember which one perception is based on. Wisdom checks, I guess.
Sure. Yeah. How are you rolling?
I just rolled if you the sidebar up here, there's a D20 and then it'll show you like a D4, D6, yada yada yada. You can roll like 2 if you want. Like if you added.
What do you mean by up here?
Roll 20.
Roll 20. Top left corner. There's a clicker, a brush, a magnifying glass, a tape measure, and then a dice. Okay, I'm lost. You're not. Are you on the? Did you go into the mothership?
It's on. Yeah, it's on the Aurora page.
That's what I think.
Table.
Yeah. I think that. Okay, that'll. That'll clear up some confusion we're having.
Clear up some confusion we're having.
Hey, there
he is.
Okay.
Welcome to the Bone Zone.
Okay, what are we presenting? What are we rolling?
Okay. Top left corner, roll a d20, apply your stat modifier. In this case, it would be Wisdom for Persepi. I will do the same. 14 plus 1, 15.
My total is 13.
Gotcha. With a 13, Swagger, your just eyes are just on the ground in front of you. One step at a time. The journey of 1,000 miles proceeds.
I like to think my helmet keeps falling in front of my eyes. Flipping my head back to see.
Doink.
Yeah, you gotta invest in a new chin strap.
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday, Mr. Candleswick, you, while your lure drags in the stream, after a while of no bites, no activity to speak of, not so much as a nibble. You do, however, notice that the stream seems to be getting a bit wider here. And it actually is getting wider faster as you guys proceed. Like it seems to be almost like cone shaped in this particular area.
So it was like we're coming out of the bottleneck into the bottle.
Yes, exactly.
Well,
great way of describing that.
Nice.
And so yeah, I imagine you get excited for the prospect of deeper waters and hopefully more fish.
Yeah.
And this is the thought on your mind as a singular figure presents themselves in your view. This person you would describe as a gangly giant. He looks worn in every sense of the word. His hair is matted to the back of his head and his neck and his shoulders. His clothes are in greasy, ragged shreds hung about him in labyrinthine layers. His face is a mass of poorly healed scar tissue battling with an equally greasy jet black beard in a war for his ruined face.
Jeez.
He sits atop an enormous horse with a very wide frame and wild eyes. It's splotched in festering sores and mange, and its forelegs are barely visible for being covered with hundreds of bloated ticks.
Fuck's sake.
Oh my.
As you get closer, this figure is fording this lazy stream, seemingly before it gets any deeper or faster. A swarm of mosquitoes flies around him, and as you approach, you realize that his hands are bound behind him.
Whoa.
And as you spot him, you realize that he has probably spotted you long before you spotted him. And he calls out to you in a gruff voice. He says, "Howdy, strangers. Don't reckon I could get y'all to help a man in need, could I?"
Oh, it is my calling to help those in need. We mean you no harm. No funny business now.
We don't know why he's tied up.
Oh, well, I'm duty bound to help the destitute, but I won't fight you on it if you say so. He He's imposing, but he doesn't... I don't know. I don't think he'll make it much farther without our help. Are you okay to condemn him to this fate?
I just think we should ask why he's tied up.
Well, you do the talking, then. I don't want him to punch me. I'm also wearing plate mail, which is crazy because it's like hot as fuck, and we'll use we'll use like anime plate mail, so it's more stylized.
Sure. Most of the weight's in the shoulder pads.
Yeah, huge pauldrons.
Well, he says he replies and says, "Oh no, I wouldn't dream on harming such a unimposing pair of bystanders. No, you see, I found myself in a hard place with some swine-gutted bandits."
Oh wow.
Swagger
and
they interested. Bandits.
They done stole all my money. They done stole all my nice things, and then they tied me up and put me on this here ugly horse. And the horse kind of does like a
like indignantly.
Yeah, definitely.
Tight. Does he? He knows. It, or?
He knows he's been slighted.
Suppose I could just get one of y'all hop on over here and cut these here ropes.
I have a crowbar and a blunt mace. I believe my friend will have to do the cutting.
Yeah, I seen a lot of things in my days. I ain't never seen nobody cut nothing with a mace nor a crowbar.
Well, certainly, if bandits have done this to you, then we must liberate you so that justice may be served.
Ooh.
I am in favor of justice.
Pro-justice.
I will whip out my fucking two-handed sword and start walking towards you. After abruptly dropping the handles of the cart.
Yeah, I guess I'll try to... I'm gonna roll a little dex. Let's see if I stay atop this straight. Oh no!
Oh no!
I'm gonna say Candlestick takes a spill.
Three Stooges mode activated.
Yeah, he's just ass over tea kettle and then plops on the ground, kind of.
Sure, Swagger, make me a wisdom check.
Not a dex check.
Well, you already dropped the cart.
Sure.
That wasn't. At no point was that a contested roll.
Oh, he rolled the dex. Right.
Yeah. And you wisdom now.
You said
now you roll.
Wisdom.
You wisdom. Swagger. You Swagger. Yeah.
Who's on first?
Whomst indeed. All right, sick.
At least I can roll. Maybe an idiot, but at least I can roll. Did my audio just cut out?
The audio that you can hear.
My Discord. That's all I gotta say. Discord.
Yep, Discord.
Fair. Say less.
Do you need me to pause or?
No, we're good. We're good.
Okay, sick. With a 17, you notice something peculiar about this tall man, and that is that anyone with a heart and a sense of humor would have at least cracked a little giggle at the sight of our man Tuesday falling up from the top of the barrel cart.
Yeah, for sure.
You take note of the fact that this man on the horse looks absolutely icy as this beautiful real life sight gag unfolds before him. He is unmoved entirely.
Ooh.
And his gaze sort of like snaps to you as you get close enough to actually use the your broadsword, and he just sort of twists in the saddle to like present his tied wrists to you behind his back. He says, "Careful, this horse is a kicker."
Is there any form of like reading body language? I guess you kind of just gave me that already. Well, I'm a man of my word. I'm gonna cut his hands off. I mean, cut the rope.
Cut his freaking hands off.
Cut his hands right off. Fuck him.
All right. Sweet. Yeah, I'll say you do that. You delicately, ever so carefully, use your much too large sword to slice through the rope. You know how to use a sword, and you're not like in combat or anything. So I'll say you're just able to do this. As you do so, you notice the uncanny level of filth that this man's hands are caked in. It's something between just like straight up mud, but there's like a shiny, oily quality to it. His long, uncut and cracked and splintered fingernails are like just pitch black underneath.
That is nasty.
And his skin.
Oh my god, my audio cut out again. What the fuck? Why are you like this?
Get it together!
Alright, I'm back. The worst part is, I go to the settings and I literally go to where it says output device, headphones, I click it and I select the same output device it's displaying and it fixes it. I don't change anything, I just click it.
That's so rude.
It's so rude.
What a dumb thing. Anyway, so he's filthy. He's covered in sores and lesions, even beyond what would have formed had he been tied for days and days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got a quality a quality of filth about him.
That is nasty.
And he groans in a disconcertingly pleasurable way as his hands come unfree. Well, it sucks having your hands tied up for longer than you're willing to have them tied up.
Hundreds of years.
I mean, who knows? Who knows how long it's been? And in fact, he says as much. He says, who knows how long it's been since I had my hands free.
That sounds like it's got a cryptic meaning, but I won't really look into it. He
reaches slowly into his tag, quickly pulls out a worn leather tobacco pouch. And he watches the two of you to see how you react to his sudden move.
I mean, I have a sword in my hand, so I'm just...
I think I'm only just getting my bearings, so I'm going to say I have no reaction to it. Like, I'm still...
Sure, you're still just sitting in the dirt?
Yeah, and like, I want to like him, but that's his naive... sense.
Sure. So. Just haven't had any up close interaction with him yet.
Yeah.
For as clumsy and as boisterous as Swagger is, he's also a skilled combatant. So I think for the most part, like the one thing he does hold pretty strong in is like combat situations.
Sure.
What? How?
Excellent.
Unless you think it'd be more funny for him to be
like,
whoa.
No.
I'm down to do that.
I don't know how many spells or abilities I can use at this level. So but there's no like SRD for 1E. Is what I was coming to terms with right now in my head. That's what I was saying out loud.
Okay.
I wasn't responding to anything. Sorry if that came up. But I was like getting because like I just read it. Mm-hmm. No. But Carrie, no. I have none, and I think you're doing.
What?
You're doing great. I was reading a Reddit post that's like there's no SRD because of the game licensing. Since like it's just this whole weird thing, so I stopped reading it at that point.
Oh wow, that sounds.
Here's the I'm sending the basic OSE rules to the chat. You can. I'm pretty sure it's a free download.
Yes, I'm sure it is. Perfect.
Yeah. Just for future reference or figuring out whatever it is you're trying to figure out.
Absolutely.
So the man on the horse, after observing your cool-headed and in Tuesday's case, lack of reaction to his sudden move, casually rolls himself a cigarette, pops it in his mouth between his withered, scarred lips, and puts the tobacco back into his coat, and he says, I hate to be a further imposition, friend, but could I trouble you for a light? You have a tinder twig to spare or some such?
I'll pat myself down. I have a backpack.
I'll also begin patting myself down.
If it's in there, I'll light him up. If I have that in there.
I don't have one, and I'm gonna be like, smoking's a nasty habit.
Fair enough. It ain't my only one. What about you, partner, on the wagon there?
I believe I may have one.
I mean, excuse me. I should address you with the respect due to one of your advanced years. My apologies, sir.
Oh, it's truly fine. I used to be in an order, and they used to always have terms, and don't worry about it. Tuesday is the name. You can call me Tuesday. But all the same, wow. I believe I have something I believe I have a light, and if it's in my gear bag, I mean, I bought a backpack. It doesn't exactly say it has stuff in it, but if I have one, I'll give it to him, but I don't know if I have one.
I'll let you just say that you have one. That's fine.
Sure. I mean, I think it'd be pretty essential for us to go on a trip like this without it. I'll go up, and as I kind of approach him, I'll kind of like light it and lean. I guess I was like, you'll have to come down here. Leaning.
Sure.
And I'll light his cigarette.
Yeah, he leans far over in the saddle. He cups his nasty, ragged hands around yours to cover the flame. And he inhales and exhales that first drag of what I would describe as I don't know, like a rot smelling cigarette that's got like a wet, musty quality to it. The smoke comes out of his mouth and nose like darker gray than cigarette smoke ought to.
Crypt Keeper.
And he smiles through cracked yellow teeth, and he says, "I thank you kindly for that, sir, but I cannot say the same for what is about to follow."
Oh no.
And with that, he takes the tinder twig from your hand and stuffs it into his jacket. He sits back upright in the saddle and pulls out from the same spot that he put the tinder twig in what appears to be a flaming flask of oil.
Oh, jeez.
And his horse rears up, and he says, "Suck on this, you frothy hag-born dog fuckers!" Yeah. And smashes the oil flask right on you there, Tuesday.
Oh, geez.
I believe I'm gonna need you to make a give me a save versus breath weapons. I know this isn't really a breath weapon, but it's not really a spell.
No, that's in this, don't you roll it and then I have a static number? Because my saving throws
might be right.
Yeah, I think you have to beat mine, and I'll tell you what mine is after you roll to keep.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that sounds legit. I like that.
So you unleash a mighty breath attack upon Tuesday.
Here we go.
Feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good.
All right, let's see here. This is going to be. I don't think that's actually going to do it. It's only going to be a 12.
Ooh, no, with a mighty 16 on breath
nice.
attack. Wow. What I'll say is Tuesday grabs his holy symbol. It's wooden. I don't know what the deity list is. I'll say like Desna or something if that's
sure.
And so I think it's a butterfly maybe. But yeah, and I'll hold it up and for some reason, despite its wooden construct, it does not burn and it protects me.
Excellent. I love that. The man sneers and drives his spurs his flanks, and he says, "Come on, get you, varmint!" And the horse begins to get the rest of the way out of this little creek. He's running for the shore, and looks like perhaps your guy's cart.
Okay.
Can I throw my shit spade at him?
Can I cast at him?
Sure. I will allow both of you to do both of those things.
Okay. Would that be? Can I use strength to cast?
What for cleric? I believe cleric's casting is.
No, casting a rod. A fishing rod. I can only and then I get the line and then I would drag after.
Oh my god.
I had you roll dexterity when you cast before.
Sure.
I will accept strength.
Very good. I appreciate that.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So, just because it's less for accuracy, he's a big target. More about sticking the landing here. So,
just trying to grab him.
All right. So I will roll. That's a 14 total, actually. Yep. Yeah,
14.
I don't know. You tell me, benevolent.
Let's see. With a 14, I think you get him, you hook him, but as you try to like reel him in, the hook just pops off. Like it just takes a little shred of his nasty rags with it.
Dang.
He pops up like a fish and wiggles and
yeah. All right. So I will. Since I can do nothing else, we should at least chase in that direction, even though he's. Yeah.
What were you gonna do, Swagger?
I think Swagger's immediate. I initially had said throw the spade, but I think Swagger's honest reaction would just immediately be to start chasing and yell, "Fiend, stop!"
Get him, Swagger! And I'll kind of shadow box a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just like holding my broadsword like above my head and running through the water.
Hell yeah, love that. I'll say you can close the distance if you want to take a swing on him.
Oh, hell yeah, I'll take a swing on this bitch. Excuse the language.
Jesus Christ!
Oh my. Me, oh my.
Oh my.
Well, see you later.
Bye. What do I do? How do I say? Oh, jeez.
What's that?
Did I just get shot? What do I do? How do I attack?
So you would
do I roll a d20 or he rolls a?
You would definitely roll a d20.
Oh, I'm just
you're rolling versus his armor class.
It's a save that you do the reverse thingy.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
They do attacking differently in this a little bit.
16 is my strength. I'm imagining I'm throwing strength on here.
Sure.
Yeah, 16 total.
16 strength will be a hit.
Oh shit! Cuts his head clean off.
Oh.
Hat lands on his head. Perfect.
I'm the sheriff now.
That's a damn. I just come up and I say that's a damn fine coat. It's not, but I say it. I don't do that. Proceed.
Appreciate that. What'd you get damage?
How do I do that?
Should say next to whatever weapon you're using.
It didn't say a weapon.
You
melee to hit plus damage mod is that? Wait, I have 0 for attack bonus and melee to hit plus damage mod. I just added my strength to my roll, not my attack bonus. I don't know how to play this fucking game, even though it's right in front of me.
Game hard.
So okay. you picked a fighter, yeah?
Yeah.
So then, like,
it didn't say I had this sword that I had selected on my character sheet when it.
I see what you're saying.
I imagine my attack bonus is probably my strength score, right?
Yes, I would think outside of.
So there should still be a hit, and it says melee to hit plus damage mod. No, that's melee to hit plus damage mod. So that's what it is. I don't fucking know. I don't know how much damage to roll here.
You
know, just a D6 or something.
Yeah. It should tell you in the items description.
Oh right, we've got the thingy.
Like my you know what? It doesn't say.
I'm gonna roll a D6 for now, and then I'll just keep looking it up.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds legit.
+2 for strength, or no?
What's your strength modifier? Is it 16?
Yeah.
All right, then it's 2.
But I add 2 on it, right? I mean, I add the strength modifier.
That's correct. So it's like whatever.
Two-handed sword is actually D10.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, but that D6.
If you want to just keep that 6, that's fine.
Yeah, let's go.
But roll the 10. Roll the 10 just to see what you would have gone with. Stick with the That's close though. That's close.
Yeah, we're cool. We'll go with 8 total because 6 plus 2.
Mm-hmm. Nice swing.
All right, so you slash it. You slash at the man on the horse, and your blade slices through his ragged coat and comes away with his thick, stanky blood coating the tip of it.
Even his blood.
And yeah, man, this guy's awful.
Is it red?
Reddish.
Blood's kind of red.
He sucks in through his teeth and he says, "Oh, you piss-drinking sad bastard!"
I love his swear.
And he gives his horse a little like, and it turns its ass towards you and unleashes a full, great big horse kick.
My plate mail.
Come on, you fucking dice! You were throwing such bangers before. That's gonna be. Excuse me. That's gonna be a fucking like 8 or something.
Oh,
not much.
That's cool. I don't have a character sheet anymore. It's fine.
Oh, goodbye.
Bye, game. Been fun.
Might be in your downloads folder. I don't know.
I got it.
Nice.
Oh, that's a good call. It would be. 8 damage.
No, it was 8 to hit.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's not
so
cut.
that ain't gonna be nothing.
There.
So that's the horse. He's gonna throw another flask at you though.
Okay. Could we just imagine that the horse kicks me like full on straight in the chest and I just don't move?
It just dings.
Stunk.
Sure.
Thing blow.
The man goes, well, I don't like that one bit. How about a little fire, Scarecrow?
It rings like a gong.
That's gonna be a 14
to hit.
To hit?
No,
does that beat your AC?
It does not.
Jeez Louise. That plate mail.
Mm-hmm.
First level characters in full plate mail.
Hell yeah.
Alright.
That's why they call him Swagger, baby. The rims don't stop. Look at his rims on the plate mail. They don't stop.
Still spinning.
20 inches, baby. Like teenagers.
I don't know what that means, but okay. I don't like hanging out with teenagers either.
Wheel inch diameters in the teens.
Fair. Yeah, makes sense. So the kick and the flask being unsuccessful once more. There is, however, just a puddle of fire on the ground next to the cart.
Yep. And then
the man wheels the horse around so that its back is now like sideways to the cart. If that makes any sense, like cart is facing forward, butt of horse is to the side of cart.
Sure.
Mm.
And what are you carrying in these barrels? Do you know, or are these just nondescript barrels for transport? Any thoughts?
I don't know. I do what's told of me.
Yeah, I mean, I am a demoted cleric, and maybe I just picked up this job because they kicked me out of the churchy or whatever.
Sure.
The churchy.
So I mean, it would stand to reason that we're not transporting like black powder dynamite or something, or like gunpowder.
Sure. Probably
whatever
just
we
like
have is
I don't know.
explicitly kick proof.
To be honest, I think it maybe even be like something not like you know, just like provisions or just even like water, just something that'd be like highly
like one barrel of flour, one barrel of water.
Yeah,
some something like that.
Litter and some fire retardant and
cat litter.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice try.
Yes, I would say that like one would be liquid living stuff, like keep you alive stuff, and one would be dry.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Keep you alive stuff. Very much important to us in whatever we were doing.
Sure.
So
certainly important that it reaches its destination.
Yeah, I don't think I knew what was in it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Also fair.
I mean, it makes sense that like I maybe took on the job and maybe we just kind of like were both trying to get out of where we were going, and it worked out best that we traveled together. Because I just found out for reading the handout there, like you only get access to your spells at level 2. So really,
good thing you're level 2.
Are we level? No, we're level 1. Congratulations. Yeah, right. But no, I kind of like that. So I think you're looking pretty good. I would like to go to try to maybe like start to turn the cart away or something.
Cool.
And like get it away from this puddle of fire.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
So I would.
Yeah, I'm prioritizing.
So you guys are you guys are on the other side of the horse from the cart now, because you guys both walked over to him when he was standing in the water.
So, I mean, don't mean to be is it my turn?
On this motherfucker again. Yeah, it's your turn, I think. Probably.
Yeah,
I'm going again.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll swing on him. I was gonna attack the horse, but what'd the horse do? You know, whatever. We'll just attack the guy.
The horse knew what it was getting into, and it took the job.
Yeah, it probably did, but we'll talk about it later. I'm gonna attack. I'll cudgel my boy in the face for 16.
Oh, get the cudge.
16 will hit.
The cudgelfish.
Yeah. And then I believe the base was a D6. If you want to double check for me, that'd be great. But I'm gonna throw the 6 on it with the 3.
This is a D6, yes.
And then what is there a modifier to my damage?
I don't believe so.
Okay, cool. Then that would be it. It would be the 3 there, which I'm happy with.
3 damage.
I believe so. Yeah.
Gets him to that. Great.
I'll call him a fiend. You fiend!
Yeah, get him.
When you hit him, he says, "You withered, mangy prick. You shit-brained asswipe.
Shit-ass brain.
I was gonna kill you, but now I'm gonna kill you bad."
You actually scare me. Fuck you.
Goddamn right I do.
God damn.
I knew I scared you as soon as I laid eyes on you.
As soon as you shit your pants.
Yeah, exactly. Avoid eye contact.
I'm gonna shit in your mouth, boy.
Oh, geez.
Hang on. Well, I'm glad I didn't buy the shield to have even higher AC. I bought a crowbar instead.
Alright, Swagger, you want to take another swing?
Yeah, is it worth it to do something complicated like grab him and pull him down, or should we just swing? We should just swing.
Fuck.
I'd sure let you try. But you could also just swing.
I'm gonna just swing.
Get him.
Boop. Deep up, boop, beep. Oh, natural 20.
Wow, love it. Love that.
Love that.
Does a little swagger dance.
That's a natural 20 to the viewer.
Yes, indeed.
For the listeners, rather.
Do you want to? Let's see. What should I don't know what OSE does for crits, but I'll just do my usual Pathfinder house rules, which is if you can roll and hit him again, you get the
roll to confirm.
You get the max damage.
Ooh.
Not so much. So just a regular times 2.
Nice.
Oh my god. Oh shit!
Nice! Holy shit, dude.
Who is this bull?
12 damage.
Alright,
or 12 times 2, or is it 20?
Yeah, 12 times 2.
24 damage, fuck's sake.
24, alright, so,
That's fucking gnarly.
Describe this hit for us.
I was kind of... This might just be fucking terrible. I was kind of thinking he just, like, full swings with, like... So it's an overhead swing, right? But it's so far cocked back that the tip of the sword touches the ground. And he jumps up and swings and just chops completely through both him and the horse.
Oh, God.
Let's not do
and
that,
the horse,
because I don't think that's what the lawful guy would do.
So, if we save the horse, we don't have to pull the cards.
Oh, look at that. That's also a good point. I kind of like the idea of just grabbing
the brains on Tuesday.
Does this kill him? Like, am I killing him? Am I describing a kill hit?
Just just describe what I think what you've said so far is good. I loved the tip of the blade touching the ground behind you as you swing it. That's great. Mm-hmm. Great flavor. Great descriptor.
Murder the horse, man. Take the scene, dude. Murder the horse.
Yeah, fuck it. We're just gonna chop the both of them. It's not that unlawful. That horse is technically a criminal.
Yep.
I think for purposes of you not having the cleave feat, I think the damage is gonna stop with the man.
Then we'll just I do the same thing, just not cutting the horse.
Yeah, absolutely. You chop him, but good. He lets a horrible cry of absolute bitter agony as you fell him from his horse. The horse is like you can basically only see the whites of its eyes. It's like full on frothing at the mouth at this point.
Oh jeez.
As the man drops off of the side of it, the horse does another kick, but this time at the wagon, and it busts a hole in your water barrel, causing it to drain out into the onto the dusty road next to this stream.
I drink as much of the water as I can.
Sure.
Like stuff something into it. Is it like
sure?
Horse kick is. I mean, hey, you're the Cooper. You know.
Yeah, it definitely like busted off one of the like the top like third of one of the planks. Yeah. And then the horse just takes off out into the plains.
Blood. I chased.
Dang, no. I'm persuaded.
I chased it with my sword in my head. Stop me!
Get back here!
We'll be much nicer to you.
It says, and keeps running.
I mean, I guess I'll just try to make sure my water's
leaving you guys with an awful smelling corpse. Well,
yeah. Does he have any effects or trinkets or anything? No, I mean, like,
go ahead and roll me.
Want that D hundo?
Roll me a
little table roll.
Little table baby.
Let's see. How am I gonna do this? Roll me a D4, and then if you roll a 3 or a 4, roll me a D10.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa, D10 time.
All right.
Whoa.
Nice.
It's the second top number for both of them. Whoa.
Nicely done. And
good rolls.
Finally, roll me just a D100.
69.
90.
Oh, shit.
Dang.
Excellent. All right. So
just in tune, baby.
You how do you approach this newly dead awful man?
With your
I'll have my holy symbol out and be muttering some sort of blessing that I maybe out of habit, and so I'm coming upon him reverently, but he probably stinks like shit, so I'm like, ugh, But I guess
he doesn't smell any worse than he did when he was on top of the horse. He's
imagine even at that time. I think the fear has subsided, and now I'm just like, whew, stinky bastard. But yeah, so then I maybe not so much just salvage, but I'm rummaging maybe just for more because he's such a we were good to him and he was still so evil. It just seemed strange, although not unheard of. Obviously, he's a little naive.
Sure,
he knows it. But yeah. So as he's kind of muttering his incantations and blessings, he'll kind of pat around, see if there's anything on him to identify or otherwise.
Sure. You sort of pat him down, and you feel his weird lumpy skeleton through his clothes as you do so. It's like sort of inherently disconcerting. Even in his current state. Yeah, there's like almost no muscle to him. He's very loose if you have to like scoot him at all.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, because maybe he's big, so I guess I can't like manipulate him too much. But I would have at least kind of maybe shut his eyes, corrected his head.
Sure. His eyes are wide open, staring coldly into the abyss, and his mouth is twisted in a horrible, angry sneer.
Cut the head.
And what you find in his pockets is a small a wooden case. It's inscribed with a year. Give me an intelligence check.
Okay, then we'll throw the D20. Is that a check? Yeah. So I'll throw the D20. I don't think I'm that smart.
Ooh, he's smart as
hell. Okay. Oh, what'd I roll? It's a nice. Yeah. So I don't get a modifier for. I have an 11, so it's just
a flat 17.
Yeah. All
right. So since you're a man of advanced years, I feel like you have a fair grasp on some things of older history,
antiquity.
Less than modern history. Yeah. You recognize that this year, inscribed on this case is 60 years prior to the year that you are currently in, and that year is also the year that a civil war happened on this continent. Between two factions of wizards, two magical schools actually that took their rivalry to such an extent as to infiltrate and topple governments to meet their goals.
This is from the Hatfield and McCoy Wizard Wars, from the feud wars.
The 101
love
Wars.
That. Oh shit, I love that. But yeah, so and just to look at him, like he's an awful looking dude, but he doesn't look that old. Like he's clearly like younger than you, which would mean that the likelihood of him having fought in that war is slim to none. So however, this case does contain war medals and insignias.
So this dude is super
of the McCoy faction.
The McCoy faction. All right.
McCoy. Okay.
Yeah, I will be relaying all this to, as you pretty much dictated that. I was saying it to you. I'll relay all that information. It seems out of place for a man such as this to have such an item. I don't know. We should keep it safe. You hold on to it. Do you have a backpack, right? Yeah. You hold on to it.
I don't feel comfortable taking stolen property.
Well, it may itself be stolen, and if anyone contests it, we'll return it. I'll hang on to it, and I'll stuff it into my bag. These are from a war long ago. These could be prized family heirlooms, potentially. But yes,
worth enough to pay for the barrel he broke.
That seems like a lawful exchange. Seems good.
A lawful exchange.
One lawful dude to another. That makes sense.
When the players have very firm grasp of the law.
Seems lawful.
Well, yeah, right. Road law. But yeah, so we'll stow that away. I mean, he did say that there were bandits. I mean, maybe if he was, do you think it was just bad guys chasing bad guys, or do you think maybe the law was after him and he was just calling them to kind of shake us off the trail? I don't know. Oh,
who knows?
Well, either way, we're out of barrel now. That's no good. But the flour is probably the harder to obtain. It might make traveling more difficult, but we'll be all right.
Yes, we'll have to just apologize and do our best. Of course, it's extremely stressful for me.
Yeah. Well, we have no way to prepare this body, but we should at the very least pull it away from the stream, and I guess we should take off. Can't very well leave it.
Just then you improbably you hear a voice say, "This body don't need no preparing."
Oh, I knew
And the man jumps to his feet. He's wielding a pair of twin silver daggers, and as he rolls up, he swings one of them on you there. Tuesday.
All right,
that's gonna be a 19 to hit.
19. Oh, that hits for sure.
All right, that's gonna be.
Yep.
All right. All right, that's gonna be 5 damage to you.
This is a devastating blow to.
Yeah, he slashes at you in such a way that you could swear it was like it's almost as though he had a third arm and a third dagger.
Yeah,
like he gets 3 hits in on you in 2 swipes, and you're like, well, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, and I mean, my guard was that he was dead, and dang, I'm reeling. I'm like, ugh.
Dang.
Swagger. Avenge me!
Are you talking to me, or is that just your dying words?
No, I'm not dead yet, but I am knocking on the door, about to meet Desna.
If only we had a cleric.
I'm gonna make a saddle out of your face.
Level 2 cleric.
Right. I'm gonna cut this fucker's arms off. All 3 of them, or whatever. I got 1 sword, 1 for all 3 of you.
What?
I liked my Tombstone reference.
Oh, I loved it.
Is it my turn?
I just watched that movie not that long ago.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah,
go for it.
Slap a D20 on there.
Damn it! I was hoping for another natural 20.
Yeah, aren't we always all?
Aren't we always? Yeah, that's gonna be a miss, I'm afraid.
I am afraid of that.
Alright, so he jumped up, he stabbed, he got swung on. Tuesday, would you care to?
Yeah. I mean, as I kind of reel back and kind of regain myself, I'll go to swing him. I want to bash his skull in.
Do it.
Get him.
So that's a 13.
It's not going to do it, I'm afraid.
I mean, yeah, your boy is he's dismayed. So I feel like I'm clutching some gaping wound as I'm trying to swing as well. And
sure.
That's my turn.
All right. Let's see here. What's he gonna do? Let's see. I guess he's just gonna swing these nasty daggers at Swagger.
Do it.
The Swagger dagger.
No reason not to.
Do it, you fucking coward.
That's gonna be a 16.
Does matching go in my favor or your favor?
I'll say it ties to the defender, yeah.
Then that's a no.
Alright, he swings at you. Some of them glance off of your armor. The others just fail to make contact. And he says, "You degenerate, pus-bloated maggot.
That's what they
I'm gonna put you in a hole."
I'm gonna put you in a hole again, you fuck.
You'll never put me in no hole.
I'm gonna...
Ain't nobody been able to yet.
Wait, how'd you die? How'd you die the first time?
You mean like today when your buddy stabbed me in the back?
No.
No, that was you.
You died before.
That ain't none of your business.
Okay, we'll just fight then.
I've been killed before, but I've done a lot more killing though.
Oh, that's a crime. How does your regeneration work? Like, if you lose your head, you're done, or like?
Why don't you try and cut my head off and find out?
All right, let's do that.
Any helpful tips?
I just want to go for his arms over and over again. I don't want to end. No, let's just cut his head off and take it. I'm just going to cut his head off. After he says that, we're just going for the head. Am I swinging again, or am I skipping turns?
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Smashing D20s forever.
Oh, 15?
15 is not going to do it.
Damn.
Just barely.
Cool.
We'll say though you go for the decapitation attack.
Mm-hmm.
This is I feel like this is one that you've probably practiced.
Oh yeah.
He is a tall bastard though, and you swing and you could almost swear that you do hit something, but as the blade passes the vicinity of his neck through his through whatever greasy rag he's got as a scarf, you actually catch sight of a spark.
A smaller neck underneath.
I had a neck inside of my neck.
A smaller guy on a cowboy.
He breaks apart into 3 smaller guys. They're all terrible.
They all smell terrible.
Oh, they're all terrible.
One covers their eyes, one covers their ears, one covers their mouth.
The first thing I said does actually happen.
Okay. That was... Oh, it was a spark.
Yes.
Okay. No wonder he wanted to destroy the water.
I think that was just a matter of that barrel being on that side of the cart.
Yeah, for sure. It's just one of those things I said that was like not a joke, but was just a dumb like situation I was saying in my head that didn't actually make sense.
Gotcha.
I never thought about it.
Gotcha.
I'm still gonna cut his head off, but it's not my turn.
Sure. I believe it's actually his. He spits onto the dirt. And
it's fucking gross.
He says, "You defiled, festering witches. Which way did my horse go? Tell me before I kill you." That's not gonna be a hit. He swings. He swings his daggers wildly, and as he does so, he says, "You know, it occurs to me I done forgot to introduce myself, and I forgot to inquire about your names as well. Who are y'all? I like to know who I'm killing."
We're your worst nightmare. Fuck off.
Yeah. I'm just saying, my name is, and I'm swinging again. So whenever I get to swing again is the next time I'm talking, and that's what I'm saying.
Sounds like pestilent corpse to me.
I don't understand the dialect.
He goes to swing again, but he actually is going to drop his... one of his daggers just flies wildly off behind you, whoever he's swinging at. And you note that he does look... he looks as close to embarrassed as this face is likely to get. But to make up for this, he reaches up under his beard to his neck, and you see him dig his nasty, grimy fingernails into this sort of like pussing, like what's it called? Not a zit. Like a boil.
Yeah.
Like a boil on his neck, like an open weeping boil. And he then smears what comes out of that onto his remaining dagger. And he says, "I told you I was gonna kill you bad."
Oh, jeez.
I'll teach you about nightmares.
Oh, jeez.
Come on. Bring it on, come on. I'll fight you till the sun goes down.
What happens after the sun goes down?
I reckon I'll fight you in the dark as well.
Oh, okay. It's not like you suddenly stop fighting or anything like that.
I don't know. Either y'all got dark vision.
No.
Don't worry about it.
I mean,
yeah. We'll fight till it gets dark then.
Who's swanging on this? Is it my turn to swang on this?
Yeah, go for it.
Go for it.
Ooh, 11. Dang.
Not gonna do it.
I'm gonna come in right behind you with the old 1-2.
Jump off my shoulder. Yeah.
Oh God.
Fastball special.
There we go. 17.
Ooh.
17 will do it.
Clonk.
Clonk him. Give me that damage.
3.
3 damage. All right. He appears more upset than injured, and he turns his pus-crusted dagger on you.
Gross.
Ah, my God. Gonna swing and miss. Ooh. I love it when these types of combats happen when no one can hit each other.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I always like to imagine it's like dodging and glancing blows and such,
Sure. Yeah, you're right. He says, y'all are no slouches, I'll give you that, slippery fuckers. And he actually he takes a step back. He steps out of range.
Of my long sword? I don't think so.
Well, yeah, I guess if it was a shorter sword, it would be out of range. But he's getting there.
He's getting there.
Nice. Is it my turn to fuck him up?
Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Okay, boom. Oh, God, 12. Dang. Ugh.
But I might be slipperier.
You really are.
Alright, okay, here's a bigger number on a fucking die. That's gonna be a 19 to hit.
Sweet, it hits me.
Alright, he gets you with that nasty pus dagger.
That's nasty.
Make me a save against paralysis.
You make me a roll.
Oh, right. That is gonna be a 15.
It does it.
Ooh, buddy!
Just barely.
Alright, so, you get the old stabby stab. That's going to be 4 damage, and you are going to be inflicted with a virulent plague.
It says 4 damage. I think I only have 4 hit points.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well then.
So that's going to put me at 0.
I guess that might be unconscious.
Sure, yeah. I don't know if this has. Well, there is a death saving throw, so yeah, make me a death save as you hit 0.
Well, sometimes
you make me a death roll.
Make
it low, please.
I guess.
Oh yeah, because it's like a.
That's a 18.
That's gonna be me dying.
All right, Swagger MacFinley. We barely knew ye. The man.
It's his last word.
The man drives his pestilent dagger into the notch between your breastplate and your what's the neck bit called, gorget.
Ooh.
And he actually just leaves it in there as you drop.
Damn.
And he turns his twisted visage to Tuesday, and he says, you can still run, partner.
I'm down to 1 HP. I'm just going to attack him.
We died for the party.
I died.
I'm gonna use you as a latrine.
Oh, geez.
All right. So I will wish I had some healing magics. That's just out of my reach. So I will, I'll with my, I imagine fading light in my eyes, I'll attack him. Come on, 17, 18. So
18 will do it.
18 will hit, but I mean, I'm only rolling D6s out here with a 5, so that's pretty good. Best I can do.
5 on him, that ain't bad. Ain't bad.
So it's just an old school roll off. I imagine he's gonna bash back at me. He has to beat a 16.
Gotta beat a 16. Okay, so after receiving your hit, he grimaces and cusses some more, and then reaches into his coat and pulls out a crossbow.
Oh, jeez.
Make me an intelligence check, would you, Tuesday?
Yeah, certainly. So let's pop the 20, and I think my intelligence is flat. Yeah, it's flat. So 15.
15. With a 15, you recognize that the bolt loaded into this crossbow is a barbed bolt. Which means that if it hits you, it's going to do additional damage when it's removed.
I mean, if it hits me, I'm dead. So,
sure. Just,
there's also a little bit of doo-doo on it,
That's probably a little bit of doo-doo. Maybe more than a little bit.
More than a little bit of doo-doo on that. All right, you scurvy bastard.
You do note also, though, that he has taken another step further away, either to make the range of the crossbow more effective, or he may be intending to disengage. Who knows?
Dang, I do have a +1 to damage. It's at the bottom of the screen, melee to hit plus damage mod. So, all the same, he not that I did too much damage, but
sure,
1 point lower.
Oh, okay, I got that. Yeah, he fires the crossbow at you and it misses, by the way.
Okay. Maybe as I'm coming to that realization that my damage bot is there, I missed the bolt. Well then, I mean, I can only just I'm going to just advance on him and try to bash him in the head. Don't know what I just did there. Gonna roll the dice. Here we go. 9, 10. Not going to do it.
Not going to do it.
Well, he'd have to reload at least.
That's true. You know what? I'll give you an attack of opportunity for him having to reload there.
Okay, fair enough. Coward! God damn. Okay, now he's loaded.
Sure. Yep, and he's gonna take a step back and fire it.
Loose.
God, he can't hit shit.
Oh. All right. I will just keep advancing on him, even though he's being a coward. Dang, keep right-clicking. So excited. Come. Jeepers. Did it again. All right. Why is it doing this for real? What is going on? Is it working today? Okay, here. Oh my gosh. All right, woof. That's terrible. Woof. Whiff and a woof.
Whiff and a woof.
He's going to get this hit. Statistically speaking.
He, after these unfruitful crossbow shots and being unable to really put any substantial distance between the two of you, he actually throws the crossbow to the ground, and just approaches you with his awful, gangly, gnarled hands outstretched. You see you note again the filth encrusting them, as you did when you gave him the light earlier, and he's going for your neck. That's gonna be a 18.
Ooh. There it is. And thus ends. He's gonna have a barrel full of flour.
Well, you get a save.
Yeah. That's true. So
you get a save. You get a save versus death.
Yes.
With a +2 bonus, it says.
Nice.
The flavor text for this move is just steel toe boots and bear trap hands.
Oh shit, that's fucking badass.
Yeah, dude. It's a really awesomely written module or adventure, whatever you want to call it.
I love that.
So you roll against me, right? I have a static 11, right?
Yeah, I got a 16.
Oh, so what?
Yep. So
it's crazy how they just put the big bad evil guy at the first fight. Don't comment. Don't comment. Just let me say it.
That's gonna be one suffocation damage. I'll give you one more death save to if you can beat this, you'll just lose consciousness. He won't kill you outright.
Oh,
hell yeah.
I guess I'll roll that.
Yeah, I guess you gotta roll.
One of these days. Oof.
Uh-oh.
That's a dirty 20.
Oh!
Jeepers.
Alright. Yeah, as you feel the life forcibly removed from your mortal form, the last thing you see is this awful man's awful face. You see that the one corner of his mouth is like sealed together by scar tissue as though from awful burns. You can also you almost see the lice dancing. It's as though they're cheering your death. And the final thing you see is the utterly blank and lifeless, mirthless eyes of your murderer. Performing an act that very likely he was brought into this world to perform, and that he has performed hundreds, if not thousands of times previously, and will likely continue to add to that number.
Okay, and behind that is a little butterfly.
Just a little tiny, beautiful butterfly. Or is he the caterpillar waiting to turn into the butterfly?
He felt. That dude felt like he was going to go into a cocoon. Like, after he's done this, he's going to just put himself into a cocoon. His lumpy body.
Who knows? So yeah, that's.
I blame.
That was
Paul.
a man on the road by Ian Yusem. I also blame the HOA. Don't join HOA if you can help it out there, viewers, and be wary of strange, awful men in the road.
Don't help people that don't understand comedy.
Don't pay people to tell you what to do.
Yeah.
That's an HOA, right? And yeah, that guy didn't understand comedy. It took me a second to get your reference.
When you feel you might be in danger or dealing with a complete psychopath, try doing some physical comedy. If it gets a rise out of them, you're probably fine. If it doesn't, get out of there.
Get out of there.
Three Stooges self-defense.
I like to bring a couple props with me just to see if I get a joy.
Okay. I got my joy buzzer, I got my squirtin' flower, and I got my bouncy shoes.
I'll find out who is evil here.
Bouncy shoes.
My bouncy, much too large shoes. All right, well, that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. Thoroughly.
Yeah, man.
I hope you guys had fun getting murdered.
Yeah, I to be honest, I kind of took it as a No Country for Old Men type deal.
I think that's very much what this comes from. I think it's either coincidence because I just read it recently, but I get heavy Blood Meridian vibes. I don't know if either of you guys read that one.
No.
There's a character in that called the Judge, who is basically just the unstoppable demon madman badass.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll check that out, actually.
It's really good.
Cool.
Yeah. Cormac McCarthy, as
Meridian.
always. Yep.
All right. Hell yeah. I kind of like. Bro. I mean, it is like it's fair storytelling to not win. I mean, I think it's pretty fun.
Yeah, I'm
like not mad at it.
I was really astounded that you guys dropped him so fast that first time.
Yeah,
I was like, oh well, if they're gonna be doing like 25 fucking damage every round. This is gonna go quick. And I was like, oh no, now we can't hit each other at all.
Yeah, it's funny because like originally I was like, oh, I'll throw his body into like the bigger stream portion. I was like, no, I'll try to be like, not disrespectful of the boy. Totally got me killed.
Yeah, I was like, I should put a sword through this guy's brain just in case.
Just in case.
It's fine.
I'll tell you guys some of the other fun stuff if we're still hanging. There's the man, his horse, his weapon of choice, his vulgarity, his underhanded tactics, his lies, his baggage, his treasures. He appears, his execution confounded, and in his wake. His execution confounded is, I think, the section that I was like, oh, I gotta run this. Mm-hmm. So it lists a few different ways that he might be executed. So beheading foils it by so it says beheading, a metal collar hidden by matted hair breaks the executioner's blade.
Yep.
Hanging, he swallows a sturdy metal tube before swinging.
Jesus.
Burning, his greasy clothes flake away, leaving him unharmed, naked, and angry. And drowning, his breath holds for 10 minutes.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
That really does. That covers the spread.
Yeah, like that alone just really shows you what kind of what level of threat you're actually dealing with.
Right.
Yeah.
Because like he's not just some cowboy asshole.
Right. He's like
he's a man who will swallow a metal tube to prevent himself from being hanged.
Yeah, that's the kind of commitment that I like to see.
Damn right.
Yeah. The in his wake is also pretty good. We got a nunnery, now a brothel.
Oh hell yeah.
A burning pond.
Hell yeah.
A blindfolded man counting into the millions.
Jesus.
An angry mob babbling in foreign tongues. A schooner marooned deeply inland. A flock of sheep dead in their field. Tall, thin effigies woven with warding talismans. Crows with dogs' heads. Dogs with crows' heads.
Oh jeez.
A fork in the road found on no map. And a toppled astronomer's tower.
Those are all gnarly.
Yeah.
I'm sure all of us with our Eldritch vibes have something for the tall cyclopean pillars, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Big cyclopean.
Big, heavy cyclopean energy.
Right.
Pretty good stuff, though. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a good one. I enjoyed that thoroughly. Thanks for playing.
The millions reminds me of Preacher. Dude,
yeah, totally. That's what made me think of.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, and then also like burning them. I guess like he would have his flasks on him. Like you could be like, oh, we torture him with his flask or something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, how the hell would we catch him on fire? And I was like, oh yeah, it's kind of like right there.
Yep.
Cool dude. I think if we had like one more, a ranger, someone with a little range. Ooh, buddy.
Sure. Yeah, this it could have been a different fight. I think even a party of 3 he would easily give a run for their money. But again, just depends on the roles and stuff. He also has stuff for like you guys definitely could have like kept him talking longer. You guys just didn't like ask him any questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, that was like I didn't know how much lore back was there. So like, I didn't know what you were kind of like experiencing, like what you were. But I feel you could have probably. He was also a dick, so. Fuck.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of like fake names and stuff, and like stuff that he would have told you it would have been a lie, but he would have told you he was going to do. I don't know. It's a well done little pamphlet. Good job, Ian Yusem.
Yeah.
Thank you for your good writing.
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
This is like specifically for. I guess it's like what is it called? Old school what?
Old school essentials. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. But yeah, once again, you can find this available on h.io at Anodyne Printwares or something, Presswares or something like that. Just search Ian Yusem or A Man in the Road. You know how the internet works.
Yeah.
You know how the internet works to follow us on Instagram and YouTube and all our other places. That's a show. It was one of the longer ones we've done in a while. So thank you guys for hanging out.
A little
fun. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, super fun. Thank you for running it.
And yeah, of course, always happy to. And yep. Shout out to all the friends and all the things.
And all your
rise for the national anthem.
Smoke weed every day.
Really liking the neighing.
Yeah.